And he looked up at me, and I could see that his eyes were red-rimmed, and I pulled the car over, turned it off, dropped the keys in my lap, and said, "You have my full attention. What's going on?" And he said, "Nana, it's my hair." I said, "What do you mean it's your hair?" He said, "There's a kid at my school that makes fun of me, and so I have Mom make sure that when we go get it cut, I take it down as low as I can, because if I try and let it grow out, and I want to let it grow out," and a tear came down his cheek, "but I can't because this kid's always making fun of me." Now, what I need to tell you is this. My grandson is a beautiful mix of African-American and Caucasian, which that is a mix of Irish, French, Scandinavian, and German. So when he lets his hair grow out, it has a nice sheen of red. And apparently, this kid felt like it was something worth picking on. So as he poured it all out, tears running down his cheeks, me holding his hand, I kissed that soft little skin and those sweet little fingers, and I said, "Buddy, look at me." He wiped the tear. He said, "What, Nana?" I said, "Nana is going to tell you something very, very important. This is something that you're going to need to remember for the rest of your life. You will pull this out for years to come and use it. And it's this: suck it up." He said, "What?" I said, "You have a choice. You can either suck it up or you can step up. Those are your two choices in every situation that becomes difficult. Suck it up or step up." And I said, "I want to tell you something else." And I swiped his cheek and took the tear off of it. And I put it on his lip. I said, "Taste it." And he said, "What?" I said, "Taste it." I said, "You're going to cry tears your whole life. Tears of victory and defeat. Tears of loss and love. Tears of joy and sadness." And he said, "Why are you talking like Dr. Seuss?" And I said, "Buddy, listen to me. I'm serious." I said, "This isn't the last time you're going to be crying tears. As a matter of fact, I'd like to tell you it's going to get better, but it won't, because there will be jerks all the way through school. There will be jerks in the cubicle. And sometimes even in your own home. You're going to meet people, they're going to cause you to cry one way or the other. And when that tear comes, you have a choice as a man, as a young man, to decide how you apply the salt of those tears to your life. And how you apply the salt of those tears to your life and how you handle it will determine whether you're an average man or a great man."